I'm very excited to see how Meowington plays around these objectives and how much priority they have on those early game Drakes and the early game Turtles like they had last game. But I do think that with the comps, that KC Ranger has a lot more opportunity to force fights at these objectives and be able to contest them earlier.
Right, and then we got Jax versus Sejuani. Now I know BigKash very comfortable on the Sejuani, and then we got Jax. And I personally enjoy playing Jax jungle just because of his gank ability with his Q and his E stun. So what are you thinking about this matchup here?
Yeah, I think the early exchanges definitely are Jack's favored with his E being able to deny the Sejuani the ability to stack up her passive and get that stun off, where he can just look to just walk at her, stack up that Conqueror and do that big damage and deny her big chunk of damage. And if they are able to get priority in those side lanes, he can even look to aggress into her jungle and start building a lead, take away her camps, and force her further behind.
Mm-hmm. So we still got BigKash and something comfortable. We got Catalyst and something comfortable. We still got a lot of picks from Meowington side still on their comfort zone. The only thing that may be a little bit uncomfortable would be the Kassadin for TurtleCreations. I have not seen him play it on stage, but I have seen him play it in solo queue. So it's looking like still Meowington still got pretty much what they wanted.
Yeah, I do think that even though he hasn't shown it too much, does fall very well into his champ pool around that scaling sustained damage fighter. But the way that Kassadin works, I think especially helps TurtleCreations because of how much sustained damage he has, where it's not just like the Casio E that's just constantly the same damage, but it's as the fight goes on, he does more and more damage, and eventually he becomes this assassin.
Mm-hmm. So it's very interesting. Sorry.
Where like the Casio, it's a lot of front-loaded damage with the poison and her E, but once the poison falls off, she seems to do a lot less damage, but she's still putting that damage out. But Kassadin can stay in these fights and do big damage once he gets that ult stacked up. And he is taking a few trades with this LeBlanc. Taking the fleet footwork, he is able to sustain up the damage he takes, but he is out trading the LeBlanc who does have Electrocute, which is a big win on the side of Meowington.
Right, and as I was going to say beforehand, before I cut you off, one thing about LeBlanc that people should know is that LeBlanc has a lot of burst potential, but not a lot of long fighting. So long extended trade. So if you get bursted down by LeBlanc, but she doesn't kill you, you have a very good chance of winning that fight.
Yeah, and I do think that falls very well on the side of Meowington, where she's going to have to look to engage past that front line of the Volibear, Sejuani, and Braum and look for that Senna, look for even that Kassadin, who's pretty hard to burst down, but he is still pretty squishy. But it's going to fall a lot on her looking for flanks and being able to get onto that backline unimpeded, but with how well Meowington is able to control vision in a lot of these games, it will be very difficult for her to look for those.
So there was a fail gank topside, forcing the Vayne to use her flash. So Vayne is now down a flash against this Volibear.
Yeah, and it looks like even though he is in the inopportune matchup, he is able to have that HP lead and force those little skirmishes. Bringing that Grassly and dying does give him a lot of strength in those short trades, which I think he is abusing very well. And the flash coming over from Catalyst, not able to land that Q with the Pyke Eing out, that will be very sad for the side of Meowington, but I don't think they'll get punished too hard for it.
Alright, so what's interesting is that Volibear actually right now has a CS lead of 4 against the Vayne.
Yeah, he has been able to control the wave very well. He's been pushed under tower for the majority of the game and just farming it up, which is how you should be looking to play this lane. But where the lane is positioned now, if he can't get this under tower, he could be punished very hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like a gank coming through on the mid lane. They will get the stun and the chain will connect. The flash coming through from Kassadin should get him out, but with the Jack showing up, he might just die under this tower. All right, the tower and the Sejuani will be enough threat to dissuade the dive. Kassadin getting out with only burning his flash.
I was very close for Meowington losing the first blood there. Fortunately, Jax was not able to get in Q range just enough, and since BigKash showed up, I think that dissuaded even a little bit more.
Yeah, the flash coming through from the Kassadin was very good, being able to break that chain from Vayne, or not Vayne, sorry, LeBlanc. I think that if that chain were not broken, I think that would have been first blood going over to the side of Rangers.
Oh yeah, definitely. But even then, it took 3 people gank to even gank Kassadin, and Kassadin still got out. Not even level 6 either.
Yeah, once he hits level 6, he becomes so hard to gank, having that 8-second flash cooldown. I think that was the only opportunity they will probably have this game to look for one of those ganks on the Kassadin, where unless he starts over pushing, which I don't believe TurtleCreations will do. He seems to be a very smart player. But Pyke did also burn his flash and his ignite on that gank without being able to get the kill.
So LeBlanc actually just chained a minion there. chained one of the Kassadin minions, failing that gank actually for the bot lane who was coming up.
And the bot lane did walk over they did walk over a control ward, and even after Kassadin was well out, they still did look forward just to get a little bit of poke on him and try to give LeBlanc a little bit more of an advantage in this game. And it looks like there is a huge fight going down the bot lane. The Varus is able to flash out, the Pyke is able to stun 2 of them, proc his Aftershock, and get out. That was very close for KC Rangers. Meowington almost able to secure first blood there.
A lot of flashes being blown, but not a lot of kills being given out here. Meowington is looking to take that dragon, though.
Yeah, and Volibear was able to get that early first back, get that Ruby Crystal and boots. Vayne has yet to recall, so he does have an advantage in this lane. Meowington is now looking for the dragon, having advantage in the bot lane, and the Kassadin on the side. I think Jax is going to have to try to suicide in and try to steal this.
Jax having to flash over the wall. Whoa, that did not go through.
This is one Q not going.
Oh, first blood going to Kassadin!
Tragic. First blood for the Kassadin. That was so close to Sejuani going down. He was able to get out with a sliver of HP. The Kassadin did almost steal the dragon because of the damage from the Varus Q. I don't think that Meowington was expecting that amount of damage to come through. And the Kassadin is continuing this chase, getting the kill on the Varus and the kill on the Pyke. He can probably get the kill on the Vayne, on the LeBlanc here too.
We're just going to give that away to the Braum.
Oh, the Braum snipes the Q, getting that kill. Kassadin is huge now, being up 3 kills. Having early kills on a Kassadin is massive. Getting that snowball started early, he might be able to get his Roa on this back, and if he does, that'll be massive for this champion scaling.
Yeah, that was not something KC definitely wanted. Now, that Q over the wall for Sejuani was weird. Sejuani obviously Q'd over the wall, but because of how close the Jax was to that wall, he was teleported back, forcing him to flash over the wall. Oh my goodness. The ult top lane to get the Vayne. That's insane.
That is huge for the side of Meowington in this top lane, being able to get that kill and the plate. I think that Volibear is definitely going to have a good time for the remainder of this lane with that little lead he's built himself.
Right. And you were right, Kassadin wasn't able to get that Roa.
That's huge. Getting the Roa will be done stacking at 19 minutes, and I think that's the fastest Roa I've ever seen in the time that I've played League.
So, I know Tyler's still here. I'm actually going to ask him this question. Was this planned from Meowington, or how is this going for them? Because they're obviously doing really well so far, being up 5 kills.
What are you asking is what planned? You mean the weird Sejuani bounce herself over the wall?
Well, no, that obviously was not planned. But like having the Volibear being ahead, having the Kassadin doing ahead, how is Meowington Inc feeling right now, being this far ahead?
Expected the Kassadin to be ahead, but the Volibear actually winning the lane, like the lane right now, is something that I was not expecting in the slightest.
So if anyone just watched that fight bot lane, the Pyke should have had that kill in the Senna, but actually shortened the queue a little bit too much.
Yeah, and that flash from the Senna in that fight was huge, being able to get over that Pyke stun and keep that damage down. If she was a little bit short on that flash or didn't get it off, I think that was a kill going on the side of KC Rangers.
All right, very well played. Got a little bit coming on in the mid lane. How is this going to go, this gank?
Oh, Kassadin using his ult to go in. This could be a dead Kassadin here. Oh, nope, his ult came back up. He's out.
Oh, and there's Sejuani.
Yeah, actually, this could very well be a kill going over onto the Jax. Yep, and the LeBlanc W's in too and gets burst by the Kassadin.
Oh my god!
This game is not how it should be at all.
Kassadin ulted in for the one kill, and LeBlanc was like, nah, I'm gonna give you another. And jumped into the ult from Kassadin. Oh my god.
Yeah, the Kassadin getting ahead as hard as he has this early, being up 3 kills and, or 5 kills and 30 farm, I don't see how they shut down this Kassadin. He is
Oh my.
late game scale con, and he's on probably, he might even have 2 items. No, he's probably an item and a half at 11 minutes.
Man, I can't believe that LeBlanc. LeBlanc was like, nah, I'm gonna give you another one. Silver platter, here we go. Like, holy.
Yeah, and it looks like the Jax build, it looks like he's looking for the Triforce and not looking to upgrade his jungle item. I don't agree with that. I think that upgraded jungle item is the strongest power spike in the game, especially for cost efficiency. I think the only champions that you don't look for it, the early enchantment on are Hecarim and Rengar.
Hmm. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
And with the bot lane roaming up here, that will be first tower going over to Meowington, which is huge. And it looks like
Off of
they're
a rift.
positioning over towards the Drake. Getting that early Drake stacking will be massive for them. And it is an Ocean Drake spawning here, which means that it'll either be an Infernal Soul or another Cloud Soul.
Oh, that is not where Jax wanted to jump in. That is all the flat. Both flashes being used.
Yeah, and the Sejuani will flash after him, secure that kill. Braum flashing in to get the assist, doesn't get it though. And it looks like they continue to aggress here. They are just going to fall off onto the Drake though, and get that second Drake.
Omiigiri was just sitting there being like, hey guys, I'm just going to take Dragon. Y'all fight. Have fun.
Yeah, I love the Braum flashing in to try to get that assist, but not quite getting it. I think that shows how comfortable Meowington is in this game. Just someone blowing their flash for the potential of an extra 75 gold. And the Pyke getting caught out after trying to position around the Drake with the Kassadin and Braum jumping over and landing those ults. This game is going downhill quickly on for the side of KC Rangers.
Yeah, Kassadin can just do whatever Kassadin wants right now. Kassadin just ulted in out of and is just ulting everywhere. There's not much KC can do against this. Meowington is up 10 kills. Oh my god. What is that? 4, 5, 7, 7,000 gold?
7,000 gold.
This is crazy.
13 minutes. This Kassadin is definitely a Kassa win this game.
Right. This game, I think this is one of the stronger games that Meowington has actually showed against the team. Minusing last week.
I think the only game that they won in a more demanding fashion is the game that had to be forfeited last week.
Right. That game was done very well, but this game, I mean, KC hasn't even gotten they've gotten one chance to get a kill. Other than that, KC has not had a lot of chances.
Yeah, they're down in every lane. Every lane they're down at least a kill, and the only lane they aren't down farm in is the top lane. And the Vayne is only up 3 farm in this matchup that she should have been stomping. And it looks like that Meowington is going to look to try to aggress on this bot lane here. The Varus not having his flash will go down. Pyke also not having flash, but he will be able to get out here. Sejuani getting dangerously low because of that turret, but with just enough HP to not get executed by the Pyke.
This might be a Pyke ult coming in. Oh my goodness. Nope, Sejuani's just going to be like, nah, I'm gonna just slap you.
Sejuani wants that. The Pyke under this tower, he looks very juicy for the side of Meowington.
Alright, that's a flash and a half.
Yeah, his Pyke Pyke's flash coming back up, very big. But the Sejuani ult plus the Senna auto being able to take him down while he was in animation of his ult is massive. And while that fight was going down in the bot lane, it looks like top lane they were able to take a tower and get a kill on Vayne under the tower.
Oh my goodness.
13 kills, 9,000 gold at 15.5 minutes. I don't see how KC Rangers can come back from this. Because usually you can, at this level of play, just wait it out and try to scale up. But they lose the scale, and with how far ahead Meowington is, they can just dive them under towers like we just saw.
Alright, getting another kill from the Senna. That puts the Senna at 3-0, showing how strong Senna can be, especially with this Braum. Good lord. And I know TurtleCreations is just having fun. He is just ulting on everything and fighting every fight he can take. Because there is not a lot scaring this man right now.
Yeah, he's ulting forward every opportunity he sees. I will say, I'm a little upset that I don't see a Magi's on the side of the Kassadin.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it. He's so far ahead where even just sitting on the Dark Seal for now, getting that to 10 stacks and buying that Magi's, I definitely think that he could have a Magi's online in this game. Oh, Kassadin going in. The flash ult in to kill the Jax and avoid the Pyke engage. That's absolutely massive.
So to comment on the Magi's real quick, we have kind of a running joke on the team that if you buy Magi's, that means you're going to eventually stack it up just to start feeding. So that might be the reason we don't see it.
Okay.
Is we only get stacks just to feed him away later.
There. Ooh. Kassadin.
Totally almost went down to the tower there.
It originally came from when BigKash was playing Evelyn.
Oh, okay.
BigKash Evelyn, I've heard stories.
Well, we got Dragon coming up in 30 seconds. Topher is still just fighting now ahead in CS now against this Vayne, who is now 0-2 against Topher right now. One turret down.
Yeah, and having that Thornmail in that matchup is huge. Being able to slow the attack speed from the Vayne and reflecting that damage can be a huge way to win those fights. And the Grievous Wound denying all that healing that she'll be getting. Oh my gosh. It's a bloodbath. LeBlanc getting out by the skin of her teeth. And while this is all going on, Toph is up top taking the Rift Herald, and Omiigiri once again just decides, you know what, I'm just going to start the drag, you guys have your fun.
Yeah, he's definitely just having his fun, and then you got Topher slapping up the big old Rift Herald. By the way, we didn't even mention, this is another Wind Soul for Meowington with their ult. For Kassadin, insane.
Yeah, Kassadin just like having...
Oh my.
The Vayne will go down. The Sejuani E securing that kill.
For those of you keeping score at home, this is actually the 4th Cloud Soul that they will have in this season.
Yeah, they've had only Cloud Souls.
4 out of 7?
4 out of
5?
This is the 5th game.
Yeah, 4 out of 5.
They're a Cloud Soul team, and they might just look to end the game here with this Rift Herald charge in the mid lane. They can just look to end this game. They're so far ahead, I don't think that...
Rift Herald's not allowed to charge!
Yeah,
Rift Herald has tried to charge twice! Oh, here we go. Alright, there it is, okay.
First charge.
Rift Herald feels nice now.
Are they gonna... Is Rift Herald gonna get a second charge here?
He is!
Oh my god, the Nexus Towers have fallen. 19 kills, 20 kills, 21 kills.
21-0. That is a flawless game for Meowington in this.
Someone has to int the Nexus
Oh my god. That is a straight up flawless game from Meowington. That was insane.
A flawless game with over a kill a minute, ending almost 15,000 gold ahead, and ending the game before the 20-minute mark.
That was by far the most commanding win I think Meowington can ever hope to have.